I am a student myself, and looking back at it, if I had known the things that I know today, I'd be a much better student. I hope to steer some of your university experiences in the best direction possible, because these are some seriously valuable tips that they should have taught us in high school, but it's okay. I'll do the job for them. I know the first thing on your mind, the easiest way to get a really high GPA. Don't worry, I'll discuss that. I know what else might be on your mind, how to land an internship while you're at university. Don't worry, I'll let you know. I know what might have been on your mind, how to get a job after graduation, because a lot of people struggle with that. I'll also let you know how. Before we get this started, I just want to get this point off my two pectoral muscles really quickly. Going into university without a plan will ruin the 4 years that you are expected to graduate by. You don't want to be average, trust me. As someone who is almost finished with his bachelor's degree, I will steer you away from the very simple mistakes. This point will save you a lot of stress, so listen very closely. My biggest problem with the GPA is that the adults in your life are all going to tell you to work hard and outcompete your peers and get the highest grade possible. Let me tell you exactly why you should aim for a 4.0 GPA in your freshman and sophomore year. A decent GPA, which is a 3.3 at the minimum, will get you into any club at your university. I have a club in my major at my university that requires you to have a 3.3 at the minimum. You'll have paid trips across the country with paid hotels and meals just to network and speak with professionals who are in your industry. A GPA of at least a 3.5 will unlock every scholarship opportunity to you as well, since some of them require that as a minimum. Scholarships are pretty much money from rich folks who are just throwing cash out of their pockets into the next generation to support them. It blows my mind that some people just have so much cash they give it to strangers. I mean, it's inspirational stuff, ain't it? A good GPA will also give you an honorable listing from your university, which will open the door for more things that I don't even know of, because, every school is different. But such a thing would be really nice to speak about at interviews, because it'll at least show your employer that you're disciplined. And before you get your foot into the door of the interview room, you also have to qualify. And the simple qualifier that a lot of employers use if they do not personally know you is your GPA. A higher GPA will give them a reason to choose your piece of paper resume over your peer's piece of paper resume, all else equal. The world is a very competitive place. You might as well stack as many cards as you can. Now anyways, what is the easiest way to land a really high GPA? I'm about to tell you how to do that today. You just have to listen to the things that I say, because you click on this video, you ain't come here to play. When I was in middle school, I used to play with Beyblades. Your freshman and sophomore years are incredibly easy years. You're going to have so much free time, hanging out with your friends, sitting in the lounge, chatting at the library, going to a party or two, or 15, which is one every week. I don't recommend that lifestyle. Now, I make this a point because not only are your freshman and sophomore years incredibly simple, they are just as important as your junior and senior years. Your junior and senior year courses are going to be very tough. You're not going to have as much free time as you remember ever having in your life. Your last 2 years for your bachelor's degree is going to feel as if you are selling your soul to the educational system. Now, what I mean by your freshman and sophomore classes being just as important as your junior and senior classes, of course they are much simpler, so they couldn't really matter that much, right? You're freaking wrong. It's quite interesting how your freshman and sophomore courses are so much simpler than your junior and senior courses, yet they weigh the same amounts. Think about this. Just think about it for a second. Your level 100 and 200 courses weigh just as much as your level 300 and 400 courses, meaning you can take the easiest classes and try your best in them, get a 4.0 GPA in your freshman and sophomore year, and then relax while your classes are much tougher in your junior and senior year. Go as hard as possible while things are easy, and then take it a little bit easy while things are hard. Get this in your brain now. You are 100% responsible for your actions at university. Missing an assignment for any reason at all, if not an emergency, is completely unacceptable. I have not missed an assignment ever since I set up my Google Calendar. This is not an advertisement. I'm so serious. Listen to my advice. Download a calendar app. I use Google Calendar because I think it looks better than the rest of them. or get a planner if you want to write it down physically, but that option isn't free. And open your syllabus, well, syllabi for plural. At the beginning of your semester, you're going to have access to the syllabi for all of your classes. Open each one, scroll to the pages where the due dates are, and then mark every due date as an item on your calendar app or your planner. This way you can visualize the entire semester without cramming in due dates in your head, which you will forget. Don't set yourself up for failure. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your money, actually, because you pay to go to university and you cannot turn back time unless you want to retake the class and get a higher GPA, which costs more money. On my Google Calendar, I set up my class times as events in the color blue, and I set up my due dates as tasks in the color red. This way, there's just no way I could stress too much about due dates because I can see them. They don't creep up on me. I'm sure you've heard that excuse a bunch of times. Oh my God, these due dates are creeping up on me. And this assignment was due. Oh man, I missed it. Let your clueless, naive peers complain about missing due dates while you hold this video in mind and go to university the right way. This will not be an option for some of you until your sophomore year and most of you until your junior year, but I'll let you know anyway. Join a club for your major. You could go there to socialize, make new friends within the department, sure, but what you're really there for is to network. Networking in university is a term that you're gonna hear beginning in your junior year all the way until you retire. Networking in this context is expanding your social circle in a professional manner. This way you're speaking to recruiters, employers, interviewers, business owners, people who are eventually going to hire you. Your club brings you to them, which is the benefit of being in a club in your major. So you skip a lot of steps when it comes to looking for a job because you are in the mix already. Your club will cut a lot of lines for you when it comes to the professional world that you have to apply for in the future. It was through my majors club that got me my position after graduation, and through a job fair that got me my first internship that I had just finished working. These extracurricular activities are going to set you apart from those who just submit paperwork on the internet. You don't want to be one of those people. Those people are served last. Make an impression in real life. It's much simpler. That's what university is for. The individuals who complain about university being a scam are those who not only picked majors that don't pay anything, but they also wasted their time there. It's not high school. Make the most out of the things that you're paying for, which is networking, because college gets your foot in the door. It makes a lot of things easier when it comes to meeting new people. Thank you very much for watching until the end. If I tell you anything about how the university system works, please like the video and leave a subscribe because my channel is this bit. Share the video with your friend group if you think they'd benefit from it, or hold it to yourself. Share the video or I'll kill you. But once again, thank you very much for watching the video. Like, subscribe, get out of here.